Hello everyone, in this video we are going to talk about obturator nerve. So guys, if you not subscribe my channel yet, so please subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon. So guys, let's start our video. Firstly, we talk about introduction of the obturator nerve. So the obturator nerve is a major peripheral nerve of the lower limb. It's formed by the ventral division of the anterior primary rami of the L2 and L3 and L4. As you can see on the diagram, is a obturator nerve on which its root value is L2, L3 and L4. So this is the obturator nerve. Now we discuss the anatomical course of the obturator nerve. So the obturator nerve that is a form from the lumbar plexus and from the anterior division of the L2, L3 fold. After its formation, obturator nerve descend through the fiber of the vas major and emerge from its medial border. As you can see on the diagram, it firstly go to the vas major muscle and then from its medial border. It then travel posteriorly to the common iliac artery and laterally along the pelvic border toward the obturator foramen of the pelvis. So then it goes toward the obturator foramen of the pelvis, as you can see on the diagram. Obturator nerve enters the medial thigh via the obturator canal and it then divide into the anterior and the posterior branch. So this is a diagram of the obturator nerve. So in the thigh it is divided into the two parts, obturator nerve for the anterior branch and the obturator nerve the posterior branch. So the anterior division of the obturator nerve that descend between the two muscles. The muscles are the adductor longus and the adductor brevis. As you can see on the diagram, there is a anterior division that goes between the longus and the brevis muscle. Here it supplies motor fiber to the adductor longus, adductor brevis and the gracilis muscle. In rare case it can supply the pectineus muscle. So the anterior division supply the muscle longus, brevis, gracilis, in some cases in the pectineus muscle. It then pursues the fascia lata to become the cutaneous branch of the obturator nerve. So firstly it descends between the adductor longus and the brevis muscles. Then it pursues the fascia lata to become the cutaneous branch of the obturator nerve. So this is the anterior division of the obturator nerve. Now the second one is posterior division. So it passes through the obturator externus muscle and then travel anteriorly to reach the adductor magnus. As you can see on the diagram, this is a posterior division of the obturator nerve. So firstly it go to the obturator externus, then it to the adductor magnus. It innervate the obturator externus and the adductor magnus muscle. So this is the posterior division of the obturator nerve. Now we discuss the motor function of the obturator nerve. So the obturator nerve that innervate all the muscle in the medial compartment of the thigh except the hamstring part of the adductor magnus. So the hamstring part of the adductor magnus that is supplied by the tibial nerve. All of the muscles of the medial compartment that is supplied by the obturator nerve. So they are collectively known as a hip adductor. So the adductor longus that adduct the thigh, adductor brevis adduct the thigh, and adductor magnus, the adductor part that help in adduction and flexion of the thigh, but the hamstring part that is for the extension of the thigh and that is supplied by the tibial nerve. The gracilis muscle that is for the adduction of the thigh and the obturator externus for the laterally rotate the thigh. So this is the motor function of the obturator nerve. Now the second one is sensory function. So the cutaneous branch of the obturator nerve supply the skin of the middle part of the medial thigh. As you can see on the diagram, there is a cutaneous nerve supply that supply to the middle side of the thigh. So this is the sensory function of the obturator nerve. Now we discuss the applied anatomy or the clinical anatomy of the obturator nerve. So first one is damage to the obturator nerve. So the obturator nerve can be damaged during the surgery involving the pelvis or abdomen. During the abdominal or pelvic surgery it can be injured. Symptoms include numbness and the paresthesia on the medial aspect of the thigh because it's applied to the medial aspect of the thigh. So there is all the symptoms appear on the medial aspect and there is a weakness in the adduction of the thigh. Alternatively, the patient could present with posture and gait problem due to the loss of the adduction. Because in this nerve involvement there is a nerve sensory sensation affected and also the motor function is affected. So that's why there is a posture is also affected. So this is the damage to the obturator nerve. Now the second one is obturator nerve block. Obturator nerve block is used in management of the pain after lower limb injury or for chronic hip pain. The anesthetic is injected inferior to the pubic tubercle and lateral to the tendon of the adductor longus magnus. So the injection is into the pubic tubercle inferiorly and lateral to the adductor longus magnus. So this procedure can also be carried out under the ultrasound guidance. So this is the clinical anatomy or the applied anatomy of the obturator nerve. So the obturator nerve that get injured during the pelvic or abdominal surgery or in case of the obturator nerve block. So guys, in this video we discuss about obturator nerve, its division, its sensory function, motor function, course and the applied anatomy. Hope you like this video. This very important question for examination point of view. So guys, please like, share, subscribe my channel. Thank you.